Yet, let's join our commentators for the afternoon up at Headingley, Alec Murphy and Ray French.
Thank you, Des, and as you say, the players have been out a couple of minutes on a very cold but very bright and sunny Headingley Leeds. The Wigan side just having a last-minute chat there together. Very strong breeze blowing from left to right on our screens, but Hull, I think, will be equipped for that. The Hull side being a very powerful pack of forwards, youngsters Tomlinson and Dannett, who did so well in that third round at Bradford to retain, and Steve Norton just manages to sneak in on that substitutes bench. One or two doubts in the Wigan camp earlier in the week, but those two doubts over Joe Lydon and the prop forward Ian Roberts satisfactorily cleared to a full-strength team there from Wigan. Well, I can't understand, Alec, why you send a stand-off at the line, 5 yards from the line. Usually used to send a 15-stone man like this.
Well, he's probably a very strong lad, and maybe that's the reason he's got a bandage around his head. He's probably took too many short balls with.
Hull on the attack, Crane. Referee John Holsworth looking for assistance from his touch judge for the knock-on there, but the touch judge signalled the play on. Attempted drop from Crooks, and it's there. Yes, good tactical move there from Lee Crooks. I think he realised that Hull had camped out in that 25-yard line for far too long. They had to come away with a point, and they do. 1-0 then for Hull.
He's a good, strong lad. He's one of these who just takes the ball straight, and he says, well, I've got the ball, I'm going to shift somebody.
Oh, and that's a good kick from Pearce. It's put pressure on him. It is, yes. Perfectly judged kick from Gary Pearce. Obviously using tactics from his rugby union days. Judged it to perfection in that corner. Keeps the pressure on Wigan. Still just that 9th minute. Drop goal by Lee Crooks. Oh, that's a good heel against the head. Windley, is he over? Yes, he is. Well, there didn't look to be a gap, and I think Wigan coach Graham Lowe must be asking himself, where was the scrum half? Where was the loose forward? It's often on the cards a try like that when you take a scrum against the head. But Windley took advantage of it, and that's 5 points to 0 for Hull now. Who would have thought that?
Well, you wouldn't believe this, a strike against the area, a little Windley here, he has 3 or 4 goals, he looks like little Anty here, he's on his knees, he slips Sampson, he's beat Sean Edwards, falls, gets up, has another go, falls again, and just gets there.
Flights it round, no, face of the post. So 5 points to 0 for Hull, and it closed quickly. Knock on, poor Ian Roberts. The ball would go to a prop forward, spoil the movement for Wigan, but what a tremendous performance from Hull, and just that try round the blind side there from number 7 Phil Winley, the difference. But at 5 points to 0, my word, we're in for a fine second half, I think. Good way there, having more chance to roll now that Dermot has come back on the field for Rob Lowe. Oh, that's a good break by Sean Edwards. But again, lacking the support. He was looking for the 2 centres, Lydon and Bell, but this is something like Wigan now. Oh, a head tackle, yes. Fred Arcoy, very high tackle. And Henderson Gill, I think it hurt him.
Well, it was a very hard tackle then. This fella, we saw him smiling at witness, and when he gets this tackle, I don't think there'll be a smile on his face. Ooh, that was a little bit high.
But of course, a very strong wind facing him, but he's a powerful kicker, this lad. Is he going to get there? No, it doesn't. Gary Campbell just getting underneath it. Hampson. Edwards, oh, that's a searing break by Edwards. He's got Hanley with him. But a beautiful cover tackle. Magnificent tackle there by Gary Pearce. But Wigan still on the attack. Stevenson. Gill. Well, he couldn't get it away. He looked all over. 15 minutes gone, coming into that vital period now. 25 minutes to go in this John Player Special Trophy semi-final. And Wigan throwing everything bar the kitchen sink at this whole side. Hanley. Good way. And it's nice to see these wingmen, Stevenson coming inside here. Good way again. But tremendous defence from Hull. Case looking to offload to Hanley. Hanley is going for the post. Is he in? Yes! No, yes he is! Hanley's there! That's why he's valued at £150,000. He sends those fans in red and white in raptures. One dart, one burst, and Hanley's in. 5 points to 4 now for Hull. The goal kick to come, and has he changed the complexion of this game? He's been in dispute with the Wigan club. He only came back in the third round against Lee. He scored a 75-yard try there. And could this be the try now to change the destiny of this semi-final?
Well, you can say what you want, Ray, about this, but I would think this try is very, very doubtful. I think Hanley actually dropped this ball and bounced it over the line. Watch it very carefully, because there'll be debates. Just watch him as he puts the ball down. Does he put it down?
Well, I think he did, Alec, and I think it bounced up very, very hard. And it doesn't make any difference what you think. Read the papers tomorrow. 5 points to 4. And David Stevenson now looking to try to put Wigan in the lead for the first time. It should be a simple kick, and it is. So, despite all that effort, all that energy from the whole side, one flash of inspiration from Hanley. We said one of these stars could produce something. 6 points to 5 for Wigan. Hull just a point behind, 6-5. Referee John Holsworth not very happy with that. Oh, and there's one against the head, a vital one. Suddenly there was a gap. Mick Crane saw it. And a good tackle from Ian Potter. But Hull on the attack. No. Lazenby to Norton. Pressure here from Hull. To Crane. Oh, good move from Pearce. Is he in? Yes, he's in! Gary Pearce! Well, Sean Edwards is protesting. But Gary Pearce, he cost £60,000 from Llanelli. And my word, he might have paid a large chunk of that back. 9 points to 6 for Hull now. And suddenly, when the game looked to be going away from Hull, they're back in again. Lovely dummy from Pearce. And then he used his weight to get over. 1 or 2 doubts from the Wigan players, but referee Holsworth right on the spot.
£60,000, Ray, but when he gets back to Hull tonight, they'll give him £160,000. This try took some scoring. He's a strong lad, this. He's just come into our game. He does well here. Knocks one tackle off. Has 2 men, and Elian is a very strong man. Gets over, just on the line.
Difficult one. He's got a very, very strong wind. He's been looking to curl this ball around. It looks a good one, and it is. Superb kick from this lad. He holds the points record in rugby union for Llanelli with 420. And there is a kick which I'm sure will put a lot of heart on Humberside. 11 points to 6 now for Hull. And what a game we've got on our hands. 12 minutes left. But I somehow still think this game isn't over, Alec. Case. Edwards again, and this looks like the lad to do it. He's got Hanley on his outside. He's going for that corner. Can he beat Kemble? He surely must. And he's in. Now he must take it round to the post. Well, they did very well, Hull, to stop him there. But Hanley in again for that second try. But it was the work of Sean Edwards, my man of the match here for Wigan. He darted, he shot through, he spotted the gap, and he put a beautiful pass out there to Hanley. But again, all credit to that whole defence. They kept Ellery Hanley from going under the post. He was desperate to get under the post there, because of course this 2 points difference for the goal kicker, it could be crucial, and he certainly looks to be in some pain. And it looks to be Henderson Gill trying his luck at the kicks. Well, we've had David Stevenson earlier on. Gill has been kicking this season. He's got 52 already. And a vital one. Hull, of course, winning the game 11 points to 10. Just that 1 point in it, that Lee Crooks drop goal way back in the 9th minute. A lot of pressure on this lad, and a strong wind facing him. It looks good, and it is good. So suddenly, from the deepest, darkest depression with those Wigan fans, Henderson Gill puts them happy again. 12 points to 11 now for Wigan. 9 minutes to go.
This is a magnificent try by Wigan, and again it's all made by this little number 7 here. Flicks the ball out here. Could they have won the game? Here he comes now, number 7. He flicks through the ball, Sean Edwards, with just what usually supports Ellery Hanley. Should Gary Campbell have took him above? Should he stopped him from going round the sticks? By going round the legs, he allows him to come 10 yards in, and could this have cost him the game? And this is again, Wigan look very, very dangerous. They've just had a try, they've just had a, you know, they're under pressure. We said we had to score quick, and here he is. Sean Edwards flicks it out to Hanley. He's flying for the corner. I think Campbell should have took him above. He allows him to come that extra 10 yards and allows Henderson Gill to kick the goal.
Wigan hanging on grimly to this ball. 40 minutes have gone. We're in injury time. Oh, that's a tricky kick to Campbell, and I think in injury time now we might possibly from Hull risk the old-fashioned up and under.
Well, surely rare, really. What tactics have got to come into this game, and somebody's got to think a little bit better than what they are doing.
Seconds in injury time, ticking away. Lee Crooks, so that's a good ball to Schofield. That's a better ball. Pearce, it's O'Hara again. He's got 2 or 3 Wigan men to tackle, and a tremendous tackle there again from Potter. A knock on. Poor Gary Pearce in his excitement there to get that ball away. Knocked on at the acting half-back position, but he's had a good game, this lad.
Well, this is a magnificent tackle. This has won Wigan. If they do win it and they win this match, this has won it. What a magnificent tackle from Stevie Hampson.